Welcome back to the Loft Podcast Season 3. Today we got someone relentless, intelligent, creative, a strong human being. He's very wise. You might say he knows how to find the wisdom. Anyways, today we got some great people in the room as well. We got K Twist. What's good, K?
That's right.
K Twist in the building. Yes, sir. We also got Josh Graz.
I still have my mic.
Yes, sir. Season 3. But yeah, like I said, we have someone that I would say is very wise. We got Fonz. What's good, bro?
What's up, player?
So we've known each other for a minute since I've came out to Utica.
Yeah,
one of the first couple names I knew on Utica College was Fonz. Like, do you know Fonz? Like
that guy. I am him.
How does it feel to be loved though? Like by mostly everybody that comes in contact with you.
Honestly, sometimes it gets overwhelming. Because I always want to be a humble person. I always want to be someone that people can go to and trust and have faith in. Yeah. And I feel like that has given me a lot of joy in life. Yeah. Like I believe in life. Life is about what you do for others. Yeah. And I live by that every day. And that's something that I want to do. And that's something that I live by. So it makes me feel good that when people hear my name, they're like, great energy.
No, definitely. Since I've met you, I've never, like I say this about a lot of people, but I think it's because the people I keep around me are just happy folks, but I've never seen you mad. That's insane to say. I've never seen, and you play football, like
football, different story. That's a different cat out there, but
I've never seen Fonz be like, yo, get on my face. It's always like your dorm room was the spot.
Like the bando.
I'm talking even before that. I'm talking about North Hall.
Ah, yes, sir.
Like it was
and I had a broke leg freshman year.
You did.
We was still in Piccolo.
For those that know, Piccolo was lit. For those that know. So on top of that, with all that happiness and all that joy, your story is so deep. Like, you have a story to tell. Like, I want to start from the beginning, though. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Syracuse, New York. Born and raised. I grew up with my grandmother and my brother Marcel and my sister Alicia.
So then, when did you, like, there's so much to jump into. I don't know where to start. So when did you realize that football was your passion? I guess so we can go there.
I realized football. Not even my passion. Football was my ticket out when baseball wasn't it anymore.
Oh, you were a baseball player.
So I was originally introduced to baseball in third grade by my third grade teacher, Miss Kirst, and her husband.
Shout out Miss Kirst and her husband.
Shout out Miss Kirst and Mr. Kirst.
Mr. Kirst, shout out him.
Realistically, if it wasn't for Mr. Kirst, like my story really wouldn't have been told.
Okay.
Like I'm not one person to go around telling people my story because I believe everyone has a story. It's about what you do with it and how are you going to finish your book. Yeah. So although I feel like people are like, oh, you have an amazing story. Yeah. No, I have amazing chapters.
Oh, that was hard. That's why you're perfect at. Fonz is such a motivational person. It's so perfect that that's what you want to do. Like you put the right shoes on is what I'm trying to say. Like if you would have done anything else, I would have definitely supported you. But the fact that you're a motivational speaker, it's perfect. It's your image.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, I love it. So then, growing up, why was it such a hard upbringing? To other people, they would say it's such a hard upbringing. Why was that?
So to other people, when you hear your mother was killed at 4 years old, you never knew your dad. Your grandmother was a drug addict. You really didn't have much food, clothes coming up. You smell like shit. Right? We're gonna be realistic,
we're gonna be honest here.
This is a time about people to tell their real story.
Their honest story.
A lot of people only on social media only put out the positive things. I'm gonna give you the real thing.
Yeah.
Right? You get talked about, you get called a fat boy or peasy head or ashy. Yeah. But I never let any of those things like bring me down. Yeah. Like you gotta have the mindset that in the long run, I'm going to outbeat you. Life's a marathon. Them people are running sprints then.
No, definitely. Shout out Nipsey Hussle. But so what I want to say is, I know it's the mindset, but what made you continue to be so positive? There had to be something that reminded you or someone that pushed you. Was there anybody? It was just who you are as a person.
I'll overall say that my grandma overall pushed me, but I took in what everyone said to me in life, right? As a young adult and just as a young teenager growing up in general, I realized that I needed to learn from everyone because I didn't have those sources at my house.
Yeah.
Right? So I took in what my neighbor said to me.
Yeah.
I took in what my coach said to me.
Yeah.
What my teacher said to me. Because overall, like I'll say, I'm not book smart.
Yeah.
You give me a test, I'm gonna be like,
boy.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. I went to the extra classroom, even in college.
But you made it. You see, I don't knock people from when they had struggles through school. Not everybody's a book smart person.
No.
So to be like, oh, you're not smart because you're not book smart is insane. I know people that never read a book but are rich. So are you not important because you have no money? Like,
and that's because they have wisdom.
Exactly.
And wisdom is experience in life. A lot of people don't realize, or they're not chasing themselves. They're not chasing their dreams. They're chasing an idea or something that someone else is.
Yeah.
I'm my biggest advocate.
Okay.
I am my own hero.
So you're on competition with yourself.
And myself every day.
I love that.
I am the most confident person you will ever meet.
That's
the most
so true. I stand behind that.
That's a fact. I am the most confident, inspirational, inspiring, dedicated person you'll ever see. Whether I'm 400 pounds, 200 pounds, whether I'm in a room full of rich people, poor people, broke people, happy people, sad people, I am that guy. I will change the environment of anywhere I'm at.
And I've seen it happen so many times. Like, I can't even say, really, that's so surprising. Because I've been in rooms where the party's getting started and Fonz walks in. Fonz! Everybody's so happy to see you. Like, it's such an energy that you just give off. And it's just, you don't even have to say a couple words. You just be like, what's up, guys? And everybody's just like, what's good, Fonz? Like,
yeah.
How you been, Fonz?
Today's message is we have to protect our happiness. We have to protect our confidence, our self-joy, our personal love. We have to protect the things that we have worked on and built up for ourselves. We got to remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it can burn in one. So we can't allow the things that don't matter in our life to bring us down. I feel like it really hit me my sophomore year. Either sophomore, junior year, we're out and about, and like Snapchat start booming really big for us. People are like, Fonz, can I be on your Snapchat?
The story was important, though.
Like, bro, what? And like people, they felt great when they were on my story.
No, facts. Going home. All right, now's the time to look at myself. No, I love that though.
Yeah.
Like, you were definitely a positive spirit, especially in Utica College. Like, so what was let's jump a little forward though, just because we're on it. What is your experience? What would you say your experience was in Utica College?
My experience at Utica College was great, honestly.
Yeah,
I feel like I didn't have any negative moments at Utica College. I used every resource they gave to us.
Yeah.
I'll say the small class sizes helped me greatly.
Definitely.
The family atmosphere, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'll have to say the people, amazing.
Yeah.
There's not a single person I met at Utica College that's like, oh, I will never talk to that person anymore.
No. I don't, yeah, I agree with you.
Every person I've met at Utica College, I haven't talked to in months. And if I seen them right now, it's as if we never skipped a beat.
It's always love.
Always love.
Yeah,
and that's what I really enjoy about Utica College and just the people in the Utica area.
So I love that. So I didn't know this, but when I was doing my extensive research, because when you come onto the Loft, we do extensive research about who's coming on.
Yeah, that boy said he paid attention in class.
You play tennis?
That's a fact.
What? Talk to me, bro. When did this happen?
So the all started because me being a jokester.
Yeah.
My boy Paul Litvak was actually on the tennis team.
Yeah.
He's in the tennis office one day. So I walk by and Coach Niger goes, "Hey, you ever played tennis before?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Want to be on a tennis team?" Me jokingly said, "Yeah, sure." He said, "All right, practice at 4:00.
And you showed up.
I was like, "Oh, copy." Walked away, and I'm like, damn, I just gave this dude my word.
Yeah.
And I'm a man of my word. I'm like, all right. I showed up at practice at 4:00 with a racket, some shorts, and a whole bunch of laughter.
I love that, though. Like, that's such a Fonz move. I love it.
And from there, I was a two-sport collegiate athlete.
I love that.
Yeah.
So to jump back, so a lot of words that your grandmother said set in with you, even though she was going through a hard time herself in her life. What she said was still motivational to you?
Yeah, that's a fact. Because so as growing up and picking up different things and reading the rooms and reading the environments that I was in, I realized that, we don't really have much compared to other kids. And my grandma is not like any of these other parents.
Yeah.
I'll say a story that I've never really told that hit me the hardest was when I was in 8th and 9th grade, I was in a group called NSBE, National Society of Black Engineers, right? So in 8th grade, we actually made nationals and went to Las Vegas. We ended up placing 4th in nationals in this convention. We're from Syracuse, New York. We got flown out to Las Vegas, Nevada for nationals for robotics. And
for robotics, that's big.
For robotics,
wow.
yeah. I used to be really good with the numbers. Close my eyes. I was Stevie with the numbers, you feel me? So the numbers are just clicking to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, this is something I really enjoy. And so we finished 4th. So the next year I'm like, all right, I want to get first place.
Yeah.
So we ended up qualifying for nationals in Toronto, Canada. When it was time to start doing the paperwork, my grandma said, no, you're not going. We're moving to Illinois.
Really?
I was like, Illinois? First of all, how the fuck we getting there when we ain't got a car?
Are we getting there, Grandma?
So she has like a friend that she was like, oh, it's your granddad. We had a couple granddads, but I was like, all right. So I just take in, and I never get to go on that trip because I never got to fill out the paperwork for my passport and everything.
Yeah.
So what happens that's even crazier, I don't get to go on that trip, but the Friday that the team actually went, that we were supposed to leave, that Friday, her friend, our granddad, passed away.
Jeez.
Right? So I was like, damn, I could legitimately went on this trip.
I could have went.
As fucked up as the overall situation is, this guy dies, and the first thing that clicked me was I could have went on this trip.
But what age are you at this time?
I'm in 8th grade.
Exactly. We're not thinking like that. Yeah.
So I was just like, all right. But then from that moment, I realized that my opportunities can't stop there. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to continue to go.
Yeah.
And then that next year, getting ready to go to a sophomore, I ended up moving to Baldwinsville. Yeah. So there's no more robotics, no more NSBE, no more shots at the opportunity. Only thing I have from here is football.
Jeez.
And that's when I realized that I don't have baseball anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have robotics anymore. All I have is football and a couple jokes.
But so you went super hard at football, as we can tell.
Yeah. I probably could have went harder. Like I won't say I'm this great football player, right?
Yeah.
I always was a team player that did his job.
Yeah.
I've never been a team captain, but I feel like I've been one of the most influential people on any team I've been on. So that's always been something that I've been inspired by. Like, yeah, I've never been a captain, but that wasn't my time. Yeah. Right? My role was to inspire everyone from just being myself. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people appreciated that, and I overall appreciated it. I questioned it sometime, but who am I to question what God has for us?
Exactly. You can't question God's path because he's the one that put you there.
That's a fact.
I did want to jump back. When did you realize, like, at what age did you learn, like, okay, my mother passed away? Because I know we don't actually learn or actually know things at a young age until it hits us. Like, oh, snap, I don't have a mother. When did it hit you?
It overall hit me when I was playing baseball, right? So going to the games in Little League and everything, realizing that everyone else's parents are there. Yeah. And their parents support them and come to the game and everything. And obviously their grandparents also would come to the game. Yeah. And obviously my grandma was struggling, so she never really made it to the games. So one point I was just like, damn, only if my mom was here. Right? And that same season, I also realized that I wouldn't be where I'm at if she was here. I feel you. Although I was still struggling, like in life, I wouldn't be where I was at in this path if she was here. Yeah. So that same season where I questioned, like, damn, I wish my mom was here, was when a story got written, Two Swings, Two Winners, about me and my boy Henry Sullivan that played baseball. And I got him into playing baseball, and he progressed a lot faster in 1 year than I did since third grade.
Yeah.
So like I said, I was never the best. Told you I could provide a couple jokes, and I'm going to do my role. So that game, I'm like, we're city guys, and so we're just like, yo, who's better? Bruh, I guess whoever hit a home run first.
Yeah.
So that same day, I think I hit the ball as hardest I ever did. Boom, to the sky.
To the sky,
right? But it went straight to my mom. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And she was part of that bet of helping me win. And she helped me realize that life has a meaning. You just have to keep traveling.
I love that. I didn't catch that at first when you said that, but to the sky, like it went straight up. Like it went straight up. You couldn't see it after that. Straight caught it. I love that. So I did not know you played baseball. That's so, and you're a coach for baseball as we speak.
Yep. I'm a coach for Corker Modified Baseball. We just started. Shout out Cougars.
Shout out Cougars.
Yeah, we're gonna get it going this year.
What do you say to this statement? Adults and teachers' words to kids when they're growing up are more important than anybody else's. What would you say to that? Do you agree?
I agree.
100%.
Teachers and adults, we are the biggest influences in children's life besides social media, right? So now in today's day and age, social media is taking off.
Yeah.
Everyone is an influencer, right? Everyone wants to do their own thing. But my biggest thing is a lot of people talk, but a lot of people don't talk and get others to listen. I feel like I talk, but I get others to listen. And it has to be about like your courage, your confidence, and the way you come off and speak to others. So will I say every single adult is an influencer? No, but every single adult and every single teacher influences a kid in a different way.
Exactly. Because I would say, for example, when I was growing up, I had a teacher that didn't quite believe in me, right? And you're why I bring this up because you're a teacher, you're a gym teacher, and you're such a positive person. So I know you're doing this for your kids. But there's one teacher that didn't quite believe in me, but I had this other teacher that would just be like, "Don't listen to her. Like you're gonna be the best you can ever be. You're gonna." And I was a shy person. People don't know that, but I was super shy.
Yeah,
I followed the crowd and all that, and she would just keep encouraging me, like, "You're gonna be the best. You're gonna be the best." Shout out Miss Raymond. Like she would just remind me, like, I'm gonna be the best. And I moved from Rockland to a different school. She was the first teacher that made me get student of the month, student of the year, That was the only teacher that did that to me. Before moving forward, I did get those stuff, but it's because of her that she saw the light in me. And you have a big role, like for these kids growing up.
And that's the fact. I feel like I wanted to become a teacher. So overall, when I was growing up, I either wanted to be a teacher, a police officer, or a counselor, right? And in my head, I was like, oh, all three things like influence others and it has an impact on lives. Yeah. And then I overall wanted to become a PE teacher because I was like, I'm not trying to be in a suit and a tie, help someone. Yeah. I'm not trying to be in a suit all day, driving around in a car, giving tickets that ain't helping no one. I'm trying to show up in a sweater, some shorts, mismatched socks, and some Snickers, right? And then you look at a kid, and a kid looks at you, and they see themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and now they're gonna want to connect on a more personal level rather than me just being their teacher. Yeah, the biggest thing in life is people don't draw a connection to other people. Yeah, people they either see money, opportunity. Or just advantage. People don't draw and build a connection, and that's why a lot of people aren't successful. Exactly. Where, like, for me, I don't care if you're pink, red, blue, Asian. I'm gonna grow a connection with you and treat you as a human being. That way, you can be successful and you can believe in yourself.
Exactly. Treat others how you want to be treated. It's that simple, but people breeze over that so easily. It's kind of sad. But I agree with that wholeheartedly. So when did you realize that motivational speaking was for you? Like, how did this, I know COVID created so many ideas. It created this studio. But how did it find the wisdom become Fonz?
So during COVID, I'm always a person that's like, all right, I need a positive mindset. Mm-hmm. How can I boost myself, right? So although COVID is holding a lot of people back, I'm like, I will not let COVID bring me down or hold me back. Like, there's an opportunity for us all to be in the house and work on ourselves and become the best version of ourselves. So during COVID, I was like, all right, what can I do? And I always had the thought of, be a motivational speaker. You have a lot of people that listen to you, a lot of people that always tell you that like you're their role model or you're a positive influence in their life. And I never believed it. Like I'm just like, I'm Fonz, here from the south side of Q's.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not changing nobody's life. I'm not really impacting anyone. And it's funny. The way this all happened was a conversation in the woods at an archery range.
In the woods?
Yeah, that's a fact. So over the summer,
black folks now supposed to be in the woods?
Yeah, I was get out. I had to get out.
He said it was get out.
So I'm at an archery range teaching archery to this family from Chicago. And they're all getting ready to leave. And at the very end, the one lady's like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a PE teacher. Like, this is why I enjoy doing this. It's like, oh, I'm an art teacher. And so she also works in the inner city of Chicago. Yeah. So we work with kind of like the similar students of poverty and overcoming. And we start talking. And by the end of our conversation, she was like, have you ever thought about being a motivational speaker? And I was like, honestly, I have, but I don't know if it's for me right now. I don't think that many people would be moved or inspired by what I say. She was like, no, we just had a 40-minute conversation and I'm really excited. And I feel like your students would be excited and other people would be excited to listen to you. So then I went back to my cabin and started writing down different ways. And I always believe that there's a positive and a negative, but I wanted to hit and be more powerful. And then that's when I came up with Find the Wisdom. And I came up with Find the Wisdom because everyone has experiences in life. Yeah. Whether you're rich or poor, you have mental health problems or just like physical confident problems. And you have to find the wisdom or the lesson that you learn in those experiences and those down days that are going to bring you up, right? So a lot of people talk about like the toxic positivity and different things like that. And I don't want to share toxic positivity. I'm going to validate your feelings. I'm going to talk to you about how you feel. And then we're going to move forward together and realize what happened to us, why we feel this way, and how can we move forward. Because we can't change anything in the past. You can't. No matter what happens to us, no matter how hard it is or how much better we want it to change, the outcome has already come. We can only move forward and progress from there.
I agree with that. So now that you're this, I would say you're established because people just know you for the motivational speaker now. Like, and you're just gonna keep growing. In my opinion, you're gonna go far. Your most viewed video that you have, because I did my extensive research, is about you talking about people being complacent.
Today's message. A lot of people always talking about they want to be great. They want to start their own business. They want to do this. They want to do that. But no one wants to put the work in. Most people want to think of everything as, oh, I'm going to do this between this time and that time, this time and that time, then I'm done. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to continue to work and grind until you get there. And then when you get there, you have to continue to grind. Some people get complacent and get comfortable. They make it to the top and they're like, I'm at the top. You got to go further. You got to be able to go even further than where you already made it. A lot of people become successful and they're like, I'm going to chill right now. So while you're chilling, someone else is out there to outwork you and go above you.
What do you mean by that?
I didn't even know that was my most viewed.
It is,
video. Yeah. But so something I believe that is a lot. People when they become comfortable, they get complacent, right? And a lot of people, we all have an idea of like who we want to grow with, who we want to be successful with, and what we want to do. Yeah. But we also realize or don't realize sometimes those close friends or those close family members aren't meant to be continue on this journey with us, their ticket has stopped. They have to get off this boat, and you have to continue to go.
Exactly.
And
that was deep. Like, I'm not gonna just let you run over that. It's a deep saying. Like, not everybody is on the same journey as you. Like,
no.
You just have to continue, and don't drag them because you might sink.
Yes,
I agree with that. So hard.
And that's the hardest part in life, of realizing that you may have to drop someone off to hit top speed. The biggest thing in life is people fall by the wayside of the word potential. A lot of people can be extremely great, but they're worried about how they're going to help this person, this person, this one person. But they haven't thought about how they're going to help themselves. And the biggest thing for me is when I was in college, I had to leave behind my family.
Yeah.
I only spoke to people that were in the moment at Utica College. A lot of people don't know that. So people think like, oh, you have like this happy-go-lucky life. You're so positive. I didn't really talk to my siblings for 5 years, right? Because I had to drop them off so we could speed up, and then I'll come back and pick you up once I'm already at the top, right? And it's like the new Raw Wave song. It's like everyone wants a ticket to the show, but you didn't even come to the graduation, right? So
Rob Wave, shout out Rob.
Shout out Rob. So it's like everyone wants to celebrate with you when you're at the top, but they didn't even see the work that you put in to even hit the first plateau, the first stage. And I feel like a lot of people enjoy reaching that stage, but not everyone knows the work that you really put in. And if you think back to grade school, the biggest thing on math tests, social studies tests is show your work.
That was a bar. No facts, because a lot of people don't like to show their work.
You don't show your work, but everyone wants credit for these different things. Yeah. So it's like a rapper saying, "Oh, I'm the best." Da 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 da. What work do you have to show me? People want to say, "Oh, I do this, I get money," right? It's we all, a lot of people we know or that are viewing this. You know somebody in the hood like, "Oh, I get money," but you sleeping on the same couch you grew up in the mud. Show me you get money. Change your family's life. Buy a new couch.
Buy the block.
Buy new shutters, right? Change the environment around you. All you're doing is getting money for yourself. You're not changing the life of someone else. Our biggest goal in life needs to be is how can my craft change the next person's life? Whether you're a custodian, you're a videographer, right? Whether you do FBI, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a fucking secretary, right? Everyone in life has a purpose, and your purpose helps someone else to become happy. So everyone needs to realize, no, you don't have to go to college. No, you don't have to be the smartest person in your class. You need to find your purpose. You need to find what drives you to help other people and do that.
Yeah. I love that. That was beautiful. That was beautiful, guys. I'm sorry. Wow. What would you say? That was beautiful. Like,
he couldn't have said it better.
You could have said all of that together, just a perfect moment and a perfect.
Let's put some inspirational music behind it.
Yeah, I have to. Wow. So, wow. What would you say to people that want to get started with, like, say they want to be a motivational speaker, say they want to be a podcaster, have their own show, because I'm trying to change this into a show rather than a podcast. What do you say to those people that want to get started but haven't made that initial move yet?
The initial move is just do it, right? You have to look and learn and take the risk, but you have to learn from people that are already doing it and people that are walking in the shoes that you want to walk in, right? A lot of people will talk to someone that has never done anything that they want to do, but then get angry when they're not successful with what they're doing, right? I don't care if the motivational speaker I'm talking to has only been booked 10 times. I've been booked 0, right? He has a journey that he's gone through that can help me become where I want to go.
Exactly.
Right? You probably watch other podcasts to see how can you better your podcast.
Every single one.
And turn it into a show. Right? So the biggest thing I'll say is go out and do it. People are afraid of failing. Failing is the fear of failure is the biggest limitation in life.
Yeah, the fear of failure. Yeah.
Yes, no one wants to fail, but you have to fail in order to succeed.
I agree.
Like I say it all the time. Like, in order to get a 4-year degree, it took me 5.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
On that paper, it doesn't tell you my GPA.
Yeah.
And now I have 2 degrees with no GPA on that paper.
Talk to him.
And it took almost 7 years.
Talk to him.
And quite a few $1,000s.
Talk to him. But now,
right?
This is what people say. What grade level did you graduate with? Oh, I have a bachelor's. You have a master's too?
A master's.
I have a bachelor's and a master's. How long? No one ever asks you how long it takes you to get there. They just say you have a bachelor's and a master's. No. Don't worry about what people think. Just get what you need to get done.
That's the biggest thing. People always are, they're afraid of what the next person's going to say. People are going to talk about you regardless. I'm a person that I am so confident, I already know every room I go into, I am the largest person. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be seen. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to talk about me, I'm going to give you something to talk about. Mm-hmm. Right? Because obviously you're making that much of an impact in the room, in that setting, that they want to talk about you. So give them something to talk about.
Yeah.
And if it's going to be negative or positive, you got to keep moving forward your life.
Exactly.
The haters they're down here. You gotta move up.
No, definitely. I love that. I really love this whole conversation because this is definitely who I am as a person, just speaking life into other people, because some people don't get that all the time. Some people are surrounded by negativity. Mm-hmm. And they need people like us to just be like positive on a regular basis. Also, I have a question for you. Most people think motivational speakers are happy all the time. Are you happy all the time?
No. I'm definitely not happy all the time. I'm a very big-hearted person, and some things that get to me sometimes is, why don't I get that same love back that I give to other people? Mm-hmm. But as a big-hearted person, we have to realize that we have to continue to give people ourselves, because if we stop being ourselves because we're worried about what someone else is thinking, or we're not getting that same love back, we're cheating ourselves and we're cheating someone that's looking up to us. Mm-hmm. And that's something that continues to drive me every day, is if I stop being myself because I'm worried about not getting that same love back, someone that is depending on my love is going to fail, or they're not going to move forward because they realize that I'm giving up on myself. So that's why I always try to be positive in the light.
You try to lead by example.
Yeah. And even when I am sad, like I'll say, I love listening to R&B music and music that speaks to you and that has a story. Mm-hmm. Right? Because a lot of people out here rap about things they've never done, they've never seen, never experienced. Bitch, you're a liar. You're not a rapper. You're a liar. I love it. So tell us your real story.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna boom. I don't want to hear about the lies you're talking about. You didn't stick up no club. You didn't stick up nobody. All you probably stuck up was your hand in class talking about, I have the answer.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, you got to be true to who you are. I know people are true to who you are.
Yeah. I love that. That's so true. I got another one for people like around our age. What do you say to the people that are like around 20s, graduating from school, graduating from high school, and every single day they go on social media and they see someone doing better than them and they get depressed about it? What do you say to those people?
For those people, you have to realize that everyone has their own journey and everyone's road is different. Mm-hmm. Everyone's going to have different obstacles that they have to overcome, and everyone's timeline is different. So what you have to do is you have to sit down, realize what you truly want to do. Mm-hmm. We probably have a lot of people that we know that have a degree and currently works and does nothing with their degree.
No, I know tons.
And you want to know why? Because they didn't follow their heart from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Like I said at the beginning, you're chasing a bag.
Yeah.
You need to chase yourself. Mm. You are your only thing you have at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. So what you need to do is look in the mirror, take a moment, and realize, what do you truly want to do and what truly makes you happy in life? Mm-hmm. And go out and do that. A lot of people never go chase their dream until they're upset. Mm-hmm. at what the next man is making them do or has already forced them to do.
Yeah.
And why should you have to be driven to be upset in order to do that? You should have just did that in the beginning. But it goes along with the risk of being afraid to fail.
Yeah. I love that. This is a beautiful. I'm gonna keep saying this every pause, but this is a beautiful episode. What do you say to your future? What do you? Where is Fonz eventually? Are you gonna do showrooms? Are you gonna do 3,000 people listening to you? Like, what's the goal for Fonz?
So overall, I started this during COVID.
Yeah.
Knowing that I wouldn't be in front of people, right? So I wanted to start off by giving people my natural self of who I truly was. So every video I post, there is no filters on it. It's 100% me of whatever I woke up in that morning.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I just want to do it. Today's messages.
You feel me? Today's messages. Do not be afraid to fail. Go out and get it and do whatever you need to do to become successful. Follow your heart.
I love it.
You feel me?
I love it.
And that's what I do every morning. Is I'm all about natural, right? Natural beauty, natural love. Just be who you are. And one time, like, I got in trouble for this, and I might get in trouble for it now. But I asked her, I was like, "Do you feel like more beautiful with the makeup on?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why don't you feel beautiful without the makeup?" I'm like, "Fine, that's rude." I'm like, "No, I'm being for real. Like, when you go out and you meet this man, right? You want this man to fall in love with you. You don't want this man to fall in love with this picture of you, right? I want to, when I finally get married or decide to settle down with a girl, I want 100% her. When she wakes up, she go out to the grocery store. I want you to be comfortable in your own skin and be who you are.
I definitely. I've had this conversation before too. And when men or people in general say that statement, I think it sounds wrong. It could come off wrong.
Yes.
But when it's said, it's mostly saying, I want you happy with yourself before you put on the makeup. The makeup's just an addition to your pure beautiness.
Yes.
Like, you're already beautiful. The makeup adds on to it, just like our fitteds be added on to our castle. You know what I'm saying? Like men are edge up to making us feel better about ourselves. But
that's a fact. Hold on. But a good barber, I be waking up like this. Boy, I don't even need a wife today. Then you get in that car and then you act right and you go right home and you be that good man.
Exactly. Exactly. So when that statement's said, it's not to knock anybody about wearing makeup. Like, we love it. It's just want you to feel whole and wholehearted about yourself beforehand.
I want you to love yourself ahead of time.
Exactly. Wow. So I got some personality questions for you.
All right.
Personality questions. With Fonz, find the wisdom. I think I'm gonna do that from now on. All right. What's your favorite sport to watch other than football?
My favorite sport to watch other than football is probably basketball.
Shout out to basketball.
Yeah, shooters shoot.
Shooters shoot.
I've been shooting shots since '94.
I have a fun question for you. Real fun question for you.
All right.
The Bando versus the White House.
Bitch, the Bando was winning 100 out of 100 times.
Oh my God, not even you believe that.
I believe it. Hold on. Remember how I said earlier we gotta show our work? And let me give
I know you want to list it. I saw it on the Nick and Mouse.
Give me some work to tell you real quick. Right? We're gonna just start off with TJ Davis.
Talk to you, man.
Silent Bob.
Ooh.
He ain't really got much work.
Nah, TJ's
but that's my man, TJ.
Love. Respect. He's respectful.
Right? We got Joey from the block.
Joey's one of my first friends on Utica College. That's fun.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Joey is unique.
Yeah.
We keep Joe around.
Yeah.
Right. So that's 2 out of the 6.
Yeah.
Then we get Chancellor Harris.
Ooh, Chance is the funniest man. Funniest. But what else he does? What else he does?
An all-time corner at Utica College.
Talk your talk.
All time. What do White House got? Come on, that's 3 people.
We got Jawan Wilson. Come on. Jawan Wilson, linebacker. All-American. Come on.
And what else? I gave you 3. Come on, give me 3.
Oh, we can talk about rich vocals. Darren LaPlante. If you want to call yourself Mr. Utica College, what could I call myself? Mr. Utica. No, I just show love to the town. They show love back to me.
You're right.
And then
I definitely didn't tap into all of Utica. I tapped into Utica College.
But yeah, fair.
That's a fact. So y'all.
And then we got Unruly, Jason. Jason done a lot, DJing almost every gig there was in Utica.
That's a fact.
Every gig there was, and he gets late like the Sunny D he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but then we didn't even get to add Nicodemus, so this game's done.
We didn't even, right, we didn't add Nicodemus, the 4-time All-American and all-time kick returner in Utica College. That's just 4. You got more?
That was only us 3. It was only us 3. The White House was only us 3.
My pockets is loaded still.
I know it is.
We didn't even get to Ryan Burnett.
Shout out Rye. Clean your system.
Yeah, that's a fact. Clean it real good. CMOS.
CMOS.
No lie. I took my first couple jars of CMOS. I was feeling great. I'm like, damn, boy, I feel young again. No lie, I stopped taking my CMOS after like 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. I started getting aches and pains back.
Exactly. No, that's
all of 26 started realizing. I was like, damn, Fonz, I ain't this living legend I thought I was no more.
No, if you don't know CMOS, if you don't know Clean Your System, please check it out. Season 2, great episode with Ant and Rye. They get right into what Clean Your System and what CMOS can do for you. Mm-hmm. So shout out to them. But no, definitely, I just wanted to bring it up. The Bando and the White House, legendary houses.
Yeah, but both legendary, equally loved in Utica.
Definitely,
and fully diverse. That's a fact.
No, definitely. Let me go back to the questions. That's an elite conversation.
Yeah,
we can go back and forth.
That can have his own episode.
It could have its own. No facts. I remember the first time I walked in the Bando, like, you in the Bando now. Love though.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Do you have a favorite football team?
Oh, the Ravens.
The Ravens.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out Lamar. Shout out Ray Lewis.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a big Ray Lewis fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real killer.
Do you have top 3 artists you listen to? You know, I'm a music man. So.
Top 3 artists I listen to.
It can be any genre.
Probably Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
Aubrey.
Yes, sir.
Certified Lover Boy.
I think I could listen to Take Care at any time, any day.
No, for real though.
Damn, okay, life going all right. maybe wipe a couple tears and also be turned at the same time.
No, for real.
Rod Wave. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna sound very random, but Marvin Sapp. I'm a big gospel music guy.
I love that actually that you said that.
Like when I'm by myself, like I'll throw on like Never Would Have Made It. Mm-hmm. He Saw the Best in Me. Like,
he saw the best in me. What? Ooh. Come on. When everyone else around just saw the worst. That's not how it goes.
Yeah.
I messed it up.
It might have.
Never would have made it.
Yeah, it speaks to the heart though. So, like I said before, I'm all about like hearing true stories and like listening to music that's gonna speak to me and inspire me to continue to go forward.
You can play Never Would Have Made It at any point, and it will literally motivate you, inspire you to go do something.
Yeah,
because it's 100% true.
So I'll honestly say like how I said I'm. Am I always happy? Mm-hmm. And I often listen to that song like when I'm feeling down because I realize like where I've come from and what I've achieved so far, and I realize that like if I didn't have this mindset and this willingness to learn from anyone, I would have never made it.
Mm-hmm. No, for real.
And then I just reflect on those things, and then I just continue to move forward.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with that. Gospel music does a lot, man. I promise you.
Can I get an amen?
Well, if there was a famous person you'd like to sit down and have a conversation with, who would it be? Dead or alive?
Oh. If I could sit down with one person.
And just have a conversation with.
It'll definitely have to be MLK.
Respectfully. Mm-hmm. Respect. I think you learned so much in just one conversation with him.
Yeah, I feel like MLK was, as much as beatings he took and everything that he took, he instilled a lot of diversity as well, right? If you look in the world right now, a lot of people will shun out someone or just stop listening to them and just ignore it, or they want to just fight, right? MLK didn't do any of that. He just continued to stand strong and showed up every day willing to work.
Exactly.
At any cost it took. And I feel like a lot of people aren't willing to do that anymore. A lot of people just want instant gratification, or they want to be correct, or they just want something handed to them. They don't really want to work for it, and they don't want to be knocked down in that process.
Yeah.
MLK was knocked down, and I would truly be honored to like figure out what was his mindset of, I'm going to continue to be knocked down, knowing he was going to get knocked down, but still woke up every day, put a suit on, and said, I'm going to continue to fight.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. I always think back to that, like, wow. That's all you can really say to that is wow.
Yeah. There's not much you can say.
Wow.
It just takes a different individual to continue to do that.
I agree. That was definitely a great pick, Martin Luther King Jr. My last question is, did you have fun?
I had a great time. it was smooth. It was quick. And I feel like we had a great conversation.
No, we did have a great conversation. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this greatly.
It was definitely about how can we inspire other people our age and maybe our friends or people just out there that listen of how can we get them to think like us and how can we get them to believe in themselves. We could believe in someone all we want, but they have to believe in themselves. And until they're tired of not believing in themselves, then their life will change.
Exactly. You heard him. I hope you did. I messed that up. I hope you did, because Fonz is really, you're in the best thing for yourself, because I feel like you say so many positive things and it resonates with people. So I love this profession that you're going to grow into, because I only see big things for you, bro.
Yeah. Big things for a big guy.
That's only right?
Call me Double B.
All right, well, where can they find you, Fonz?
You guys can find me on Instagram at findthewisdom_. You can find me on Facebook at findthewisdom. And you can find me out and about inspiring the next generation. I'm always out willing to reach out, speak to anyone, help anyone. So you need me, you got me. I even dropped my phone number, 315. That's your boy.
We gonna check if he wants to keep that in later. But no, seriously, man. These are one of the podcasts I don't want to end. Like, I just want to keep talking to you, but I feel like this gives enough to people to want to learn who you are now. Like, they're gonna chase to see who you are after this interview. I think so. Yeah, I definitely agree that this is such an enlightening and inspirational conversation that it makes me want to go see what you're doing, but I know
and we're just getting started. Like, I haven't even been able to get in front of a live crowd yet. And I feel like the energy that I have and give off will turn a place up.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, we start crip walking on that stage. We're going to start doing everything. Hallelujahs.
Yep.
Shake a little tail. You name it, we doing it.
I love fun. But all right, well, season 3, we're just doing amazing people. We're doing amazing things with amazing people. We can't go wrong here. Like, we got Fonz on the show.
It's a fact. I am him. Fact.
But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. The Loft. We're out.